Now before I start making my picture, I'm going to prepare the frame. Now I've got a fairly inexpensive frame here, and I just want to show you how you can make it a little bit more classy, ready for doing your 3D picturing. There's the frame, I've taken that out. Now if I look at this, maybe turn it upside down like so. Let's do it very quickly. There's the back of it. Now what I've got here is these not very nice looking bits of card which separate the two like that. Now I want to put a nice black background in there, so just to make it look really good. So what I'm going to do is assemble this back to front. So I'm going to take this and put this into the frame like so. Like that. Now it does have a piece of glass, but I didn't want it to be glaring at you, so I've turned it upside down. I've put the mount in there first, then I've slotted all these little bits of these separators here, just ordinary bits of card. Now if I left those in there, it would look a little bit kind of yuck. There's one missing. There it is. There you go. Those, they look a bit yucky, so if you turn that over, you'd be seeing all these little bits here and that look a bit bad. So what I've done is I've taken a piece of card. Now I cut it just a little bit smaller than the inside there. Then I actually put that on there. Then I drew around, the black was underneath, so I got a line so I know exactly how big this area is. Then I just snipped the ends and then just folded them in. Now you can use a glue if you want to stick these together, but I'll find that it doesn't really matter, it'll hold it in position really good. So if I press that one down there like that, I'm just going to turn it upside down. That's the way it's going to be. I just want to show you what it looks like in the end. That goes in there, and that folds over and goes in there too, like so. Let's just put this down, and in the back there like that. Slide that down. There you go. It's got a nice inside, so when you put the back on and turn it over, then you see the inside has got a nice black background, and it's a black background that comes up here and disguises all the inside. So now that is ready, that frame, to do my beautiful 3D work on the inside there, and it's going to look so nice because it's got this lovely black background instead of bits of wood and bits of cardboard showing. Now what I've done here is I've printed out all the step-by-steps for the 3D picture I'm going to make, or the decoupage, whichever you want to call it. There's the first stage there, the main picture. Then you can see as I'm taking these away how they're getting smaller and smaller. Each of these is a bit to cut out, and you need to use foam pads on the back, or you could use silicone. It's entirely up to you. And you can see how these are getting smaller and smaller, and down to the last bits till you've got to the nose and the eye. So all you've got to do now is cut those out, and I'll show you the next step. Now the first thing I'm going to do is on the main picture I'm going to cut off the white border. And the best way of doing it to get a nice straight line is with a metal ruler and a scalpel. You could use scissors if you wanted to, but I want a nice straight sharp line to go into the picture, and you can see there that's cut out perfectly. Use your metal ruler and just cut along. Be careful of your fingers, obviously. To cut out the 3D layering, you could use a scalpel if you wanted to, but I like to just use my scissors. Just cut close up to the line and just cut them all out. So you can see these are all cut out now. There's the main picture. This is the next section. Now I've put these onto wax paper, and I've put on the back of them already the double-sided pads you can see here. They're self-adhesive. I've put them on the wax paper so it's ready to assemble. I like to do it this way when I've got a nice big design. It stops me getting confused. And you can see they're all cut out step by step up until the last ones here. You can see double-sided foam pads on the back there and little ones on the back there. Now the fun bit is assembling these, so get your picture frame and let's start assembling. Now I'm taking my first picture here. Now you could either use double-sided tape But I've got a nice glue that I like using here, and I'm just going to stick this inside of the frame, just squeezing out a little bit of the glue. Now you don't want the glue to be very thick, because otherwise it'll make the picture kind of look a bit bubbly. So I've just got enough glue on there to stick it in, and this is the glue that gives you a little bit of time to maneuver it around, and that's going to go inside the frame like that, and then just move it around until you got it in the right place, and then press it down, and you've got the first step of your picture. As I said, now this is the fun bit. I've already got these cut out, and the double-sided foam pads on the back here, like so, as you can see. Now the best way if you've got a big piece like this is to stand up so you can position it exactly over the top. So that's going to go there, and that's going to go there. Just layer it down, and you can see that there. Don't press it down too much, because you need sometimes a little be able to move it around, but that looks pretty good to me. So that's the first one, the first layer that's giving you that raised up look there already. Then I can stick the next one on, and again, because I've prepared it, it makes this bit much simpler. Peel that off the back, and again, it's essential to try and get this exactly in the right place. So that matches up there, that matches up there. Don't stick it down just yet. To make sure that everything marries up nicely. It goes over there. It's amazing when you talk, when you're kind of concentrating, how your voice goes a little bit lower. You see that's nicely layered up there, so you're getting this lovely 3D look. Then we're going to stick the next one on. Again, we've got the foam pads. I've got these foam pads here, which are not too high, because sometimes it can look a bit too false if they're too far apart. So again, I'm just going to, by eye, layer it over the top and make sure that fits in okay. That needs to just come that way a little bit. And that goes there. And then I can press it down more. I'm happy with that being in the right position. Then I've got my next one. Again, just peel it off. It's ready to stick down. And you can see each time it's getting smaller and smaller. If I line the nose up here, and I've got the white bit there, that needs to go over that bit there. And because I'm not pushing it down, I can rearrange again a little bit better. So that needs to go there. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now I can press it down, so you're getting that really nice 3D look. Finally, you've got all the smaller bits, which just give it that extra bit of detail. That's the part of the head there with the nose and the eye, and that's going to stick down there like so. And then I've got the nose bit here. That's going to cover the white bit here and that bit, and that's gone on there. I've got a little bit of the ear here. Again, marry up where the design overlaps, and that's there. I've got the nose, giving a little bit more of a cold nose here, and that's going to stick on there like so. You can kind of press the edges down so you don't see the pads. And finally, I've got the eye, and that can go over the top like that. And then you've got a great picture. I'll just move those out of the way, and you can see, hopefully you can see in there now, that you've got that really great 3D look. And if I tilt it up like that, maybe you'll be able to see the 3D. And obviously it's good, you can put the glass over the top of that if you want to, or you can just leave it free. But if you want to keep the dust off it, I would put the glass over the top as well, but I've left it off so I didn't want you to get reflection.